Hi, and thank you for checking in to the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. It is Thoughtful Thursday. Thank you so much for being with us today. Now, this week, we have been talking about knowing God's will and obeying God's will. Great topic.
Oh, it's
challenging.
been great all week.
Something that you don't just face for a season. It's really part of your walk with the Lord. Now, I want to read to you from 1 Peter chapter 2. I'm going to start in verse 15 and take us through 17. It says, "For it is God's will." It's about to tell us.
We'll know it. Yes.
So it's telling us part of God's will right here in this verse. It says, "For it is God's will that by doing good, you should silence the ignorant talk of foolish people. Live as free people, but do not use your freedom as a cover-up for evil. Live as God's slaves. Show proper respect to everyone. Love the family of believers. Fear God. Honor the emperor." Interesting stuff there, right?
Yeah.
About God says how we should relate to others. Now, there's another verse in the Bible. I think it's in John 13.
John 13.
Verse 35, I believe, that talks about how people are going to know that we're believers. Hey, when you're out in the world, how are people going to be able to tell that you are a follower of Christ?
You know, I know this.
What does it say?
It's by our church attendance. It's about how often we go to church.
Not true. Not true. Seriously, though.
No, okay, all right, seriously. It's how good we dress.
No, no. I mean, I think some church attenders are very snazzy dressers, but also not true. It's by how well we judge people, right? By how
That's
we look
right.
down on them. No. What does it say?
It's by our love.
Yes.
The Bible says
Yeah.
that people will know that we are his disciples by our love for one another. And that's what today is all about. Thoughtful Thursday, considering others. We need to show God's love to other people. And that's how we reveal God's will, by showing our love to others, because he commands us to do that.
Absolutely. So even as maybe there's something heavy on your heart, you need direction in a career choice or in a relationship issue or a financial struggle, pray about that. Listen for God's voice. Be obedient. But there are many things about the will of God that we already know. And one is to love others. So look for opportunities today to show his love. Thank you so much for checking in. We'll see you again tomorrow for another Daily Dose for spiritual growth.